Welcome, guys. Welcome to GGrated Podcast. We're here for another episode 15, and we got a special guest today, Debo. Josh is not able to make it tonight. He is working some long hours with the holidays coming up, so we give him best of wishes at work, which I'm sure he loves very much. But we have a standout person this week, Derek DeBose. He is here. I appreciate you coming on, Derek. He is a longtime friend of mine, just as much as Josh is. And the thing with him is we played ball together, everything. But I'll let him introduce himself. But we're going to be going over some stuff, and we'll talk in just a minute about all that. Derek, introduce yourself, man. What you got?
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy? Man, this Derek DeBose. We go back, since the third grade?
Third grade, man.
I think
long time.
Playing since Madden 95. It's been a minute there, buddy. But yeah.
He
looking forward to getting to it.
He mentions Madden 95. Okay, so today you're probably going to guess it already. Is we're huge sports fans and everything. We played football together and stuff. Sports our whole lives. We've always played every Madden since we've been young. So today we're going to be going over some Madden 24. We're going to be going over the gaming moment of the week, our best gaming moment. We're going to keep that going. A little bit of gaming news, if we have any, and maybe get into a little discussion of NCAA 24, which every football fan is waiting for as of right now. But with that being said, man, let's get into it. What you think?
Come on with it, man. Let's go.
So Madden 24 coming out. We'll go ahead and kind of get into it just a little bit and kind of throw it out there. Kind of get a little synopsis of it, right? Madden 24, let me just say real quick, do you believe that Madden 24 is a step better in a better direction this year, or do you think it's kind of going downhill at this point?
To me, it's still the same game. The only difference they did was put a little arcade mode into it and added some new celebrations.
Yeah.
And they changed some playbooks around. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's step forward or backwards. It's just he's walking sideways.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it keeps going to the point of they keep doing that every year, and fans are starting to get more and more aggravated with it. And it just keeps going to the point of, you got true fans that are really passionate with football. You can pretty much do whatever with football. But if somebody else came in the show, like 2K, and started doing football games again, I think EA would have some serious competition going on with it now.
They would have to, because right now they got the game monopolized. They're the only sole football game out there, so they can kind of do what they want or not do what they want.
Yeah.
Why would you dump billions into it to make a better game when you got no competition?
Yeah, the good old days of us playing 2K. Remember 2K on they had the Dreamcast and stuff like that. Do you remember that? Sega Dreamcast, the 2K with Randy Moss on the cover and stuff. That was the days, man, of playing those.
I remember playing that at your house. Man, that was
Yeah, that I love beating you all the time on those games, man. It was great, man. It was great. Well,
the reason you beat me because I didn't have a Dreamcast.
That's right. But hey, everybody had a PS2.
You had more practice.
Yeah. I'll say that. So we'll get back to Madden in just a second, but I know that is always the monkey on the shoulder. Is the monkey on the back is every year they're like, you're buying the same game. And we wanted to get that out of the way. I feel like we should have got that out of the way real quick about what is our feelings towards Madden 24.
That's the beauty about Game Pass now, is you can wait until 5 or 6 months after it releases, and you can download it for free. We just got gullible this year. It's like, I did myself. Like, all right, it's going to be a better game. It looks better online. They've done good advertisement. And then you buy the game, it's just different colors, and it's the same game.
Yeah, I think it came down you convinced me Like I remember that we had the conversation. We're like, man, let's just get it. Let's just play so we can have something to play. The biggest thing with it is the crossplay. I feel like it has the crossplay enabled. I'm on PC now.
That was the only thing that helped this year was they added crossplay. That's the only thing that's good that sets this Madden apart than any of the other ones is crossplay. Because literally it's the same game. All they did was change some ratings, added a little more arcade mode to it, and I like that. 2v2 is fun.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like that they did a little bit on there. That helps out. That done a little good, but other than that, like the exhibition and the franchise, it's all the same.
Yeah, it does get old fast too. Yeah. Well, we'll get back to that in just a second. So with that being said, we will go into the gaming moment of the week. So, Debo, I'm going to let you, since you are the guest, I'm going to let you go into, do you have a gaming moment of the week that's like just kind of stands out that you think about this week?
I got a little sentimental one. So last night I had a few of us, some old buddies. We had like some OG quarantine Warzone days where we had a full squad of four buddies. We played Warzone, we drank some beers, and we just had a good time. And sure enough, on the last game, after playing for about 2.5, 3 hours, the last game we ended on a dub. So it just took it back. It took it back to like old school days, man. Like the good old
wait.
Can't say good old, but those quarantine days.
Yeah, dude, that was the good days. But I have to stop you there because I have to ask, because if it's legit like the old days, once you got that dub, was that done? Or was it like, hey, let's get one more to see if we can do it again?
Oh, well, Verticus got off, and
he was done.
We only had trios. We played a couple more resurgence, but it was good to get a big Mac quads dub. It was flipped over because they got it all locked up now. You don't have all the game modes open, but it was a good sentimental moment for me. That's my gaming moment of the week.
Man, that's awesome, dude. I miss those days. I'm not gonna lie. I still have some old video recaptures of whenever we got our first W, and Baxter was actually with us on the squad. I'm talking about the OG squad, Derek, the OG one. And we was like being all tactical and stuff. You know how Baxter
Oh, super serious, man.
Do you remember Baxter like, hey, lean up against the wall, man? What are you doing? Get up against
John running this straight line.
John straight line, acting like nobody can see him, getting shot. So I had video of that, and we got our first W. And dude, I watch it every once in a while because it's so great, with the old MP5. Do you remember the MP5 with Call of Duty?
Man,
yeah,
that was
the gold MP5. Yeah, but
Call of Duty's new Madden now. They just same stuff, different year.
Yeah, they tick me off sometimes too with some of their. But we're not going to get into that. But
what's your gaming moment of the week there, bud?
Well, I'm going to throw it towards Madden 24. It wasn't a very good gaming moment, but it was pretty terrible. So what I have yet to do on this Madden 24 game, okay, is be able to go undefeated on franchise mode. I've been mostly playing franchise mode. That's all I've been playing. And this season, it's my third season of franchise modes. I always have 1 or 2 losses. Like this AI computer generated crap that happens. Like, there's no way this guy.
It's always the worst team.
Dude, it is. That's the crazy thing. So
it'll be like 0-6 or 1-12, and it always beats you in the second half of the season.
You already know what's happening here. So I go.
Same thing happened to me on my first year franchise.
So what happens is I end up tying the game, okay? And at the very end, like a minute left, well, I like to play offense only. I just don't want to play defense. We don't have a lot of time, right? You're a dad as well, right? Yeah. Of a cutie little girl. And, me being a dad as well of 2 kids, it's just we don't have a lot of time to really play. But So I kind of zoomed through the games. And so I get the ball and I somehow get down to like the 30-yard line to kick a field goal. And I line it up to go straight on with it. Cause you know what's going to happen at the end of the game. They're going to ice the kicker, right? Dude, I choked. Yeah. I choked and I missed the field goal. So we go into overtime. And I forget what happens, but he ends up dropping the ball. I'm talking about the most stupid thing to ever happen, man. This guy drops the ball in the end zone, wide open. Like, I'm talking about nobody around. He drops it, and they just show drop pass or something. So they get the ball back and kick a field goal and win the game. So my one loss this season is all because of an AI-generated just drop, like even though he's wide open. So
Dude, you could play on rookie all year long, and in that one game, it's going to be on all Madden, and they're going to beat the brakes off of you. That happened my first year Dynasty. I lost to like a 0-12 Saints team, and I was blowing everybody out the water, and I lose by like 20 points. That was the first win of the season. I'm like, what game? Like, I had to check my settings to see what difficulty it swapped to.
But Debo, that's reality though. That's how the Saints really is. It's like they're so terrible. That's how they used to be, so terrible, and then they just play like a Super Bowl team.
That matters. So there's some glitch in there where it does that, because it's done it to me on franchise mode. Even on last year on 23, it would do the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. But look, it was still fun. Josh was actually playing a game on Discord with me, and I was finishing up. I was like, Josh, let me finish this up. I was stressing out. I'm like, dude, I'm at like week 15. 15, dude, week 15. And I'm like, I'm already locked in the bye. I'm like, I just need to beat this game, Josh. Hang on. And he's like, okay, Josh, he's like, okay, man. And I'm like, Josh, it's overtime. Just hang on a second. He's like, okay, you almost done, man? You almost done? No, I'm only kidding. But I ended up losing. Josh don't really care too much. So this is a perfect time to go over Madden and sports games because he don't care too much about it. But I told him, I said, yeah, Josh, I just lost, dude. I lost the game. You won't believe what happened. He was like, oh, yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm like, oh.
You can hear the concern in his voice.
He has no care. I almost called you at like 11 o'clock just to complain about Madden, So
surprised I didn't wake up to a text message like, man, you won't believe what happened.
Yeah, so guys, we would do that. We laugh, but there's been times Debo would send me a text, or I'll send him a text and tell about this crazy, stupid stuff that happens with Madden, man. And but we go back to it every time.
Happens a lot. Well, because there's another game to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's back to the original point. Like, there's no other game. Like,
yep.
You kind of gotta. You want to play football, you got to do that.
Yep. But
That's how we are with sports games. Look at MLB The Show. We both went out and bought a PS4 so we could play baseball.
Hey, we used to buy PlayStation games just to PlayStation system just to play MLB The Show back when it was on PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what we did. 4 years ago?
Yeah. So
thankfully they put it on this one.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, do you want to kind of go over to I'm about to pull up. What I want to do is pull up the best sales for Black Friday coming up, right? For gaming stuff. Do you have any gaming news that you can think of off the top of your head that you've heard of or anything like that, or any movies or anything?
No new movies or games.
Well, guess what? I got some news for you, big boy. I got some news.
Oh, yeah?
So I do work AMC as extra job, and I will say this: a new Hunger Games movie is out. I got to watch a little bit of it. Yeah. I actually kind of like those movies. They are pretty good. I know the girls are really into it, because there's usually a girl that was a lead actor in it. But me and the other officer were sitting there watching it a little bit, and man, I gotta tell you, it was pretty decent. It was definitely pretty decent.
That Jennifer Lawrence?
Well, she was. I don't think she's in this one though.
She's a great actor. She's phenomenal. You need to watch the new movie on Netflix.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, dude, it's so funny.
I think I caught my wife. God. I caught my wife watching that movie the other night, and I caught a little bit of it. But I've heard from multiple people that it's pretty good. I forget what the name of that movie is. You make me want to look it up now. What is that movie that?
Something about a boyfriend or something. What is the name of it?
No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings.
Yeah, No Hard Feelings.
Yep.
Dude, if you've only watched pieces of it, go back and watch the whole thing. That's a funny movie, dude. But yeah, that Hunger Games, I saw a preview on it. It looks pretty good. But,
well, let's do this. Right now, we're going to go into, since we kind of said that with the news, let's kind of go into some deals real quick. Let everybody know about some deals. I am on IGN's website right now, just kind of quoting some of the deals that they kind of put out. So I do give a shout out to IGN in reference to these deals. But we got some for the PS5, Switch, and the Xbox. The first one I do want to say is going to be the PS5 Spider-Man 2 bundle for the PS5, the new Slim model, the new one that came out. It's going to be $499.99, $500, 1 terabyte storage, but it comes with a free Spider-Man 2 for free. So probably going to be digital edition. It's not going to be physical.
I might have to go get that. That was such a good game.
Or you can also get, which you're not going to like this, Debo, but you can get Modern Warfare 3 for free by getting a PlayStation 5. So they got
already on it.
They got those two deals. Derek's a little salty, guys, with purchasing Modern Warfare 3 like a lot of people. So
yeah, I kind of wish I wouldn't have, but hey, I already got it, so let's keep playing it.
So they have the Omen 16 laptop, which has a 13 gen Intel core. That right there is i9 processor, plenty of customization options and everything. It's a laptop. It's got $170 off at Best Buy. It's going for $1,599, $1,600 for a gaming laptop. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Elden Ring for $20. Have you played Elden Ring yet, Debo?
Yeah, for like 20 minutes. I bought it when it first came out.
Okay. It's a really good game. I haven't played it in a while as well. God of War, Ragnarok, the new one, $35. Resident Evil 4, $40. That's the remake. That game is actually being nominated for Game of the Year edition. Final Fantasy 16, which was shafted from Game of the Year nomination, is going to be $40 as well on Amazon. Some other ones notables for the PlayStation 5, Assassin's Creed Mirage is $40, Dead Cells is $20. FIFA, which is now called EA Sports FC 24, is $30. I see you shaking your head.
When they change the name on that?
They got a big dispute about the name, and EA did not want to pay FIFA anymore any more of the money, so they dropped the FIFA name. FIFA's supposed to be coming out with their own game. They have yet to do so, but they're supposed to. Yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is now $30. I definitely recommend that game. Dead Space PS5, $35. Spider-Man Miles Morales, $35. You can get that on PC as well. Diablo 4 is $50. Last of Us Part 1 is $40. If you don't know some more of the gaming news, just gonna throw out there, Last of Us Part 2 now got I wouldn't call it a remake, but a refresh with 4K visuals, some extra modes. I feel like it's a little ridiculous that they're coming out within a year or two of that game coming out with another edition of the same game. They should have did this from the very beginning. Not going to go into it too much. Street Fighter 6 is $40. Gran Turismo 7 is $30. So, and all the controllers, the DualSense controllers are going to be $50 for various colors. So, not too bad deals on the PlayStation side.
Oh, well, you're saving 30 to 35% on most everything. That's pretty
Absolutely,
good.
not too bad at all. Going into the Nintendo Switch, we got the OLED bundle with Mario Kart 8. Who would have guessed? Mario Kart 8 going for $300. We got Mario Rabbids, I think it is. So let me see if we can put this up here. There we go. Put it up for everybody. Nintendo Switch, $300. Black Friday deal for Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. $15 for that game. Actually, that game is actually pretty good. It should already be at $15 2 years ago, though. But hey, pretty good game. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, $40. Super Mario Odyssey, $40. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, $35. NBA 2K24, $30. When's the last time you played an NBA 2K game?
Man, last year was the last time I played one. I never really got into it with the whole. It's more or less it's all online.
Yeah.
So you don't really. But when you do play online, you got to like create a player, and it's all random, like based on what you pick, bases your attributes, and you got to go through and kind of work your way up to the league and all. It's a process.
Do you have where you still have gambling on NBA 2K?
Oh, I don't know. I never played that.
Apparently, this gambling was a big controversy at one point for gambling, but I don't know. Yeah. So then you got, let's do some more sales real quick from Nintendo Switch. Dude, if you never played the Cowabunga collection for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's a heck of a deal at $25. Me and my daughter Addie actually co-opted that game and beat that game. That was a great game to play. As you can see, there's a lot more games. Some notables here that might be good. Octopath Traveler 2, which got shafted from Game of the Year nomination, is $40. That would be a good pickup to get if you need to. Mario Strikers is $30. So Nintendo's got some good deals. And then the last deals we can look at is the Xbox Series X. You can get the Series S with 3 months of Game Pass included onto it. So if you're just getting into gaming and you're looking for something for your kids for Christmas, and you're looking at getting them some gaming, that is a great starter system. Because you got the Game Pass, and Derek's mentioned it earlier about Game Pass, and you can download all these games, I'll say for free, but with the cost, but $249, $250 to get you all the games you want for your kids on Christmas. Plus you got a system that can still do 4K. That's a great bundle. You got the Diablo 4 bundle for the Xbox Series X as well. First time Diablo on the Xbox. That game was really fun at first. That kind of dropped off, didn't it, Derek? You know?
Yeah. I saw that earlier. I was like, yeah, I ain't played it in a while. But on Game Pass, like, you don't really buy games anymore. You just pay $15 a month for Game Pass. That's only $180 a year. That's buying 3 games, but you can download hundreds of free games. So you might as well buy into Game Pass, especially if you're going to play a lot of games, because that is a good starter kit.
I mean,
it gives you a lot of different options.
You might as well. I mean, $180. If you look at it, it comes with a controller as well, right? So.
Yep.
You can play all the new games on that system. I would not recommend enough getting that system, especially for a kid between 13 and 18 or something, to get that system, even if you want them to kind of get started and play all the newest games. And that's going to get you in the door. It's better than $500. That's half the price instead of $500. You're spending half the price. So it's definitely a budget system that can do a lot.
And the only reason the other one is so much more expensive because it's like triple the storage, but you can get an external hard drive and cover yourself up and do whatever you want to do with it.
Absolutely.
But Game Pass is the way to go.
Yeah, it is. I'm on PC, but I still keep Game Pass just to be able to get all those games downloaded. So they do have Madden 24 bundle for $489 for the Xbox Series X. If you wanted to get it. They do have the new Xbox Black Edition, Series S Black Edition, but it doesn't look like that's going to be discounted. So I believe that's still going to be $300. You got all the controllers. Yeah, yeah. You got all the controllers going to be $40, around $40. So not too bad. I know that you can get free name engraving if you get an Xbox Series Elite 2 controller. They're giving you free name engraving on there, which normally costs $10. So $10 off, not too bad. But Madden 24, look at that, $29.99 if you wanted to buy it. I would say again, as Debo stated, get Game Pass. You can download it for free. EA is part of Game Pass as well. They have a lot of deals on the Xbox side, kind of more of the same. But some of the ones that kind of stand out, the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, $40. Resident Evil 4 is $40 as well. Wild Hearts, $20. Lego 2K Drive, $35. Crisis Core, I beat this game, really good game. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion on Xbox, $30. That's a great game as well. So that's kind of a long news segment, but with Black Friday coming up, we got Thanksgiving coming up this next week. I think those deals, if you're looking at getting some games, getting a backlog, getting them ready for the kiddos or for Santa to pick up, those are some great additions. And like we said, Series X, Xbox Series S is going to be the way to go. I would stay away from the Nintendo Switch. The reason I say that, it's a great system. Everybody's going to buy it. It's great for kids. But there's supposed to be a new system coming out in 2024. That's the rumor. It's unverified, though. So, other than that, man, you got anything else that you think maybe these buyers should know for Black Friday with gaming?
With the gaming, I know probably too. A lot of the TVs and the PC monitors are going to be discounted heavily. So if you're looking to upgrade your monitor, you might want to do that this coming weekend.
I didn't even think about that. Especially TVs. TVs are the best time during Black Friday to get a TV. I know every time I needed one, that is when I would buy one. Well, especially monitors.
That 49-inch curved monitor that I was telling you about the other week keeps popping up on my Amazon. They keeps dropping. I might get that son of a gun.
I don't think that's a coincidence, though, bro. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Oh man, that's the feds are watching. every time you talk about it, it pops up on your phone.
Yes. Well, let's do this, man. With that being said, guys, if you liked all the news and the sales and all, and you want to hear some more, or you wanted to do maybe a quick video, me and Gray do a quick video of the sales that's going on, we can drop that like we did last year. We got over 1,000 views on the sales last year on our first episode of GG Rated. That was a long time ago, but we would definitely do another sales video if y'all request it. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing. Remember, we drop every Monday at 7 a.m. On all platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify Music, Apple Music as well, and on YouTube Tuesdays at 7 a.m. So make sure you hit that subscribe and follow button, ring that ding-a-ling bell, and and make sure that you keep up with us. And if you got any comments, leave them down below, or you can email us at ggratedchannel@gmail.com. With that being said, do you want to go into Madden?
Absolutely, man. I got the jersey on. I'm ready to go.
Man, show him that Joe Namath jersey, man. Stand up showing that Joe. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Tell him the story behind it, man. So if everybody don't know, he's got a green Joe Namath jersey on.
So my wife likes to run, and I like to watch football. So anytime she goes and runs a marathon where you're in a major city, or she runs a half, we're in a major city, or runs a marathon, we're in a major city. So while we're there, it's usually in the fall, so we're working around football season. So a few years ago, so my goal right now between me and her, we're gonna visit all these major cities, and I'm going to do every NFL stadium.
Nice.
So I've technically done 4. I've seen 3 pro games. I've seen the Superdome, was the first year of the playoffs when Alabama sadly lost to Ohio State.
Hey, let's not mention that, man. Let's not mention that.
The Bears are my favorite team. Go Bears! Bears beat the Steelers in overtime. Then we went to Pittsburgh the year after that, and Baltimore beat Pittsburgh in overtime. And I tell y'all, you get a chance to go to a live game, go to a live game because it will blow your mind. Like, you think Lamar Jackson is fast on TV, you should see that joker run in person. It's so much quicker. Like, it's unreal. And then this past year, or this year, a few weeks ago, we went to New York City. She ran the New York City Marathon. So she got her second star there. She's run Chicago and New York. We went to MetLife on Monday Night Football and watched the Chargers demolish the Jets. And I got me a Joe Namath jersey because I'm gonna get me a hat and I'm gonna see every stadium. And so I got me a Jets hat that I'm never gonna wear, and I got me a Jets jersey. This is the second time I wore this. I wear this for though because I can wear this to Bama games.
Yeah,
and
I was about
one time.
I was about to say that, Derek, real quick. I was about to say that we're both pretty big Bama fans. We're from Bama. And so that jersey, like you said, that's kind of smart. I mean, you can wear that at a Bama game. Everybody's going to know exactly what that means.
And really, thinking about it now, I like to buy jerseys and hats from the stadium. But I think what I might do moving forward is I might buy a Bama player jersey online before I go to the game, and I'll just buy my hats there. That may be what I do.
Dude, and it'd be a little bit more.
I could have a Bama player's jersey from all 32 teams.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
but you have the sentimental value with it, though, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think back about where you got those. That's why I always loved my sister-in-law. I'm a huge Red Sox fan for baseball, and I lost the hat, somewhere at the K house, but I lost the hat. But she got me a Boston Red Sox hat before from the stadium, and it just means a little bit more when it comes from the actual place, you know?
Well, and they fit better, too, for whatever reason. You buy that stadium gear, I guess because it costs so much more, but I don't know, man. It's just a good hat.
So that jersey couldn't be any more perfect to go over what we're going over with. First off, I want to commend your wife for what she's doing and the money she's raising for doing the racing as well. So Jordan, we definitely appreciate, I know the kids and everything, for everybody that kind of supports that. I know she does those runs, raises money every year for that. So that's really huge. So
I think she's over 16 grand now that she's raised for St. Jude in the last 2 years.
Yeah. And let me tell you,
3 years.
St. Jude is a great organization. There's a lot of sketchy organizations out there, but you cannot say that about St. Jude's. It's a great organization for these kids. So that I definitely give kudos to your wife for doing that and doing those runs. It's not easy to do, man. And then, hey, but at least you get to enjoy the cities as well, right? So
that's it.
But
I get a piece of the action too.
With that being said, though, with the jersey, throwing out the Namath jersey, Joe Namath jersey, let's get into some Madden 24. So a couple of things I want to kind of throw out to you, kind of ask you some questions real fast, is let me see what the first one is. So Madden 24 kind of caters to the casual and the hardcore football enthusiasts, right? What do you see kind of change from this year from Madden 23? We're going to start with Madden 23 and kind of work our way back here. But what specifically was the biggest deal about this game, Madden 24 compared to Madden 23?
I think the biggest difference in the two is that online, or not the online mode, but the online 2v2 and 3v3. Because Madden 23 didn't have that.
Yeah.
And that game mode is, I think that's the only real difference in the two games, is they have that online arcade mode.
Yeah. And I have to say, kind of just adding on to that, is kind of what you said earlier, the crossplay on the system this time compared to the huge problem that we had, everybody, I had an Xbox Series X. Debo actually has an Xbox Series X, and we had another friend, John, that had an Xbox Series X, and we all usually would play against each other in Madden, and we actually would do like an online franchise one year as well.
We had the Dynasty League that
Yeah,
year.
yeah. So the problem is when I go to PC, and a lot more people are kind of going over to PC or even just PS5. And the problem is with it is once you do that, not only do you have to have the same system with Madden, but you have to have the same game, right? So you can't have different versions, obviously, of the games to be able to do that. I'll have Madden 24 on PC. He had Madden 24 on Xbox Series X. Even though I'm buying it on Windows Store, it's still not going to work because it's not crossplay. So this year changed all that, and now we're able to play each other, which is the main reason I think we actually spent a little bit of money on this one and actually bought this game this year. But
yeah, if I remember right, that is why we did it, because it had crossplay.
Yeah, and I did, I'm kind of with you. Is the 2v2 is really fun at first. It kind of got a little repetitive after a while. It kind of got old.
Well, the game modes were different. Like you score once and don't score, you lose. It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Exactly. And some of the options didn't even work. So I know Derek's headphones. He's working on those real quick. So I'll just kind of tell y'all. So when it comes down to this game compared to the year prior, I feel like they have a little bit more animations on this game, a little bit more tackling animations, but I feel like they could have done more. You can literally do an updated roster on Madden 23, and this game would not be that much of a difference. And that is the biggest issue with Madden, I feel like.
I agree, because I think all they did to add to the gameplay was some different tackling animations and some more celebrations. Like, who cares if Alexander Madison rushes the ball for 5 yards and jumps up and does a cartwheel? No, we don't care about that, man. Just make the game better.
So I'll tell you one thing I will say, though. I feel like this is kind of stupid, but every year they have music for Madden 24. And I feel like the music, when I hop into this, even if it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and I'm hopping on for a little bit, I feel like playing 2 or 3 games because that music gets me so hyped, man. When I'm listening to this music, it gets me hyped every time.
The music usually pretty slaps. It's usually pretty good.
Yeah, so I will say the music's good. I can't make no complaint on that. But man, it is the same thing on this Madden every single time. But guys, the main thing, and I'm going to ask you this, Derek, what is the main reason that we go back to Madden every time? Because we're kind of in that boat of Call of Duty, Madden, Call of Duty. What's the reason that we even keep going back for it, for the new games?
Because we love football, man.
I mean, that's it. No, you nailed it. That's everybody's like, I can't believe you buy that game every time. We love football.
The only reason we keep going to Madden is because NCAA hasn't released yet. Back to 2014, we never played Madden. We only played NCAA.
Absolutely.
But like now, you have to play Madden. So honestly, 2K may not need to make a game. When NCAA comes out, it may make Madden have to get better, because I know it's going to be done on a Madden engine, but
yeah,
I mean, I love college more than I do pros.
I think you hit a good point there, though. Think about this:
we never played Madden back in the day. We always played NCAA,
and I think that's a huge deal. Like, you have Madden. We've been playing since 2014. It's the last game. I actually have an Xbox 360 with NCAA Football 14 just to be able to play that game against my brother. My brother has not bought a system, Cody, since 2014, because that's the only game he's ever played was NCAA 14. So when he comes in for holidays, we hook up the Xbox 360 and we get some NCAA 14. But you made a great point that when this comes out, supposedly NCAA 2024, it got delayed from 2023 to 2024, supposed to come out I think it's going to be a huge deal, and I think it's going to take a huge hit on Madden. I think it is. But you got to remember, it's still going to EA. So, and it's still being built on Madden engine. So you're either going to have mass disappointment, or you're going to have, which I don't think you can, because you got to look at the atmosphere of college football. The atmosphere is just different.
It all depends on how much we blow it up for ourselves. Because it could be the best game ever, but because we haven't had one in 10 years?
Yeah.
It's just our expectations are so high, and we know better. But it's just gonna be so good playing college football again.
Yeah.
Where I can take like the University of Texas Southern and go win a national championship in franchise mode.
Take South Alabama Jaguars, baby, to win it.
Yeah, baby.
Look,
you take the smallest school you can find and go do it.
So, I know we kind of bring in an NCAA here, guys, but NCAA is such a huge part of what Madden used to be, because you can import your draft, your graduates over as well. So that's something we need to talk about when you talk about Madden 24, because this is it before NCAA comes out, or NCAA 24. Yeah. But if there's 3 things that they could fix by NCAA 24 or Madden 25, what is 3 things that they could fix?
I think they could make the gameplay better. Take out some of the flashiness. I mean, you don't need all that celebrating, but I'm just old school with that, I guess.
Okay.
But
so less like video graphics, pretty much.
Focus more on the game plan or the gameplay and less on the showmanship.
Yeah.
I understand it's a video game, but make the game better.
Okay. Is there anything else specifically that you can think of as far as gameplay wise that they could fix?
Not off the top of my head.
So I think of one thing, not gameplay, but one thing that kind of aggravates me a little bit, and it kind of makes me want to stop and not do all the extra stuff, is the UI, the user interface is so slow when it comes to Madden. When you go to franchise mode and you click on an option, it's like it's got a loading screen every time you click something, and you have to click it 6 times to get to something just to upgrade a player.
That's why I can't play Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Ultimate Team is so bogged down.
Yeah.
That it takes you 40 minutes to do one thing.
And we have powerful systems. We have a Series X, and we have a Series X, and we have a PC. I have a custom built PC, with a 3060 in here, and I'm still getting load times. Not, I wouldn't say load times, but guys, I'll give you an example. Is I'll click franchise mode. Okay, it goes to loading screen. Then it goes, before franchise mode, it goes into an ultimate team. Do you want to go to it or not? I click back. No, I don't. Then I have to scroll over to franchise. Click on franchise mode. Then when I get to franchise mode, it goes to the screen and having to load all of it up. Once it finally gets loaded up, every time I click, it's like a second delay on every click. And then say I have to spend some managed points, right? So you can spend some points on management for your coaches to give better hands for your wide receivers, better blocking, stuff like that. And when I click on that, it goes into another loading screen. Then you have to click another loading screen, and then it gets to where you can actually spend those points. And then when you go back, you have to go all the way back again. And then that's just one option. You have scouting. You have goals for the week. You have, all kinds of different options for franchise mode, right? Substitutions, injuries. And if you click on all of those, you're going to spend, I'm telling you, it has to be like 10, 15 minutes just doing all those options before you even get into gameplay. Like you said, the key is gameplay.
Yep. But focus more on gameplay and less on the rest of it, and I think it'll be better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. But if you say, what is the biggest thing in NCAA 2024? I guess it's going to be 24, right? Not 25, right?
I guess it'll be 24.
I've been saying 24.
Bro, they could call it NCAA 15, and I'm still getting it. I don't care.
Look, what is the biggest thing that you think they need to bring to that game when it comes out?
Dude, just make it like it was in 14 with better graphics.
Yeah,
because that game used to be perfect.
I got something that's going to give you oh yeah, absolutely. I think they need to make sure they bring and have updated on this 12-team playoffs, college football playoffs bracket. Am I right or what? I mean, is that too much to ask for? I mean, because we don't have that. We have BCS. BCS was the last time that they had a national championship on NCAA 14. They didn't have the college football playoff. So
yeah, that's right.
So that's going to be huge. Yep. Well, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to end this thing. And we appreciate all y'all stopping by. Make sure that y'all like and follow GGrated. Debo, man, I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me tonight in Josh's place. You know, we're going to have to tell Josh he's got to run for his money a little bit, you know, and go from there.
Yeah, buddy.
So with that being said, let me see if I can play that little outro music for us. And yeah, there it is right there. Again, Debo, appreciate you, man. We're going to get some gameplay after this, guys, on Twitch. We're going to be live on Twitch. Me and Debo, we're going to get one game in, show y'all how much I can beat him on some Madden 24. Y'all welcome to join on in with us. And we're going to throw some of that in. Remember, the audio version of this is going to be on all platforms Monday, 7 a.m. The YouTube channel will have this video of me and Debo talking about some Madden 24 game moment of the week. Everything else, Tuesday, 7 a.m. Thank y'all for stopping by. Again, Debo, as always, I appreciate it, brother. Good to have you on.
Yes, sir. Enjoy it, man.
Peace.